So we just made it.
So the guard never stops, huh?
It never stops. So Delaney is in the front seat and he is answering calls, and I'm back here in the back seat answering emails. Just got off a 3.5 hour flight. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm starving, but here I am, Chi-Town. I showed up for you, and it's a beautiful warm summer day out here. I am not mad at it. See you soon.
Darn. That's it forward.
Hi, it's Octavia Morgan. I'm on my way to the Ulta Beauty in-store event. So excited. It's a little rainy in Chicago right now, so a little bit TD turned down because it's sprinkling, but it's gonna be a good day today. We're gonna have a lot of great things going on. We have the in-store event, and then we have the unscented hour at Revolver. So stay tuned. Bye.
Welcome. Octavia here.
I'm Kristen. Very nice. Sorry, my love. Very nice to meet you.
Hey! All right, guys, we are in Chicago with Octavia Morgan, LA. Our final stop on the Painted Tour. We are so excited. If you've been riding with us along the way, you know we have hit so many cities. We've been up north, we've been down south, we've been to the west. Now we are in the Midwest. Does Chicago count as the Midwest? Yeah, the Midwest, right? North Midwest, the Windy City. Guys, home of the deep dish, home of Oprah, but also home of Octavia Morgan, LA for today. Y'all, we are super excited. We are here at Ulta Michigan Avenue. Once we leave here, we're gonna be heading to Revolver for a special sip and smell scented hour, all right? So, pow pow, I'll see you there. And let's get started. Woo!
Okay, so I like to start with, I know you guys are familiar with my line, so I've been hearing a lot of dark roses in the house. What other scents are we wearing besides dark rose? That is such a pretty scent. It's a really pretty scent, and it's very nice and grounding. Have you guys smelled Midnight Orchard? It's really nice for this time of year. And Legendary, to me, is just a great, like, solid scent. It comes off a little spicy, woodsy, but it does a little bit something when it gets on the skin. When it gets on our skin, it really gives like this beautiful, like almost like spicy, neutral undertone, which is really nice because we know sometimes when we're working and running errands and doing all the things, people get so offended by fragrance, right? It's like... it's very polarizing, but this particular Legendary is very neutral, and people usually do well with that. So we're going to start with the lightest that we have. We're going to start with Le Fair. So Le Fair, I created Le Fair because I created Dark Rose actually first, and I didn't have a really pretty, flirty floral. And so we created Le Fair because I wanted something that was really beautiful, a little bit flirty. But Le Fair is a very interesting scent because it has a lot of depth to it. So it's actually grounded in cedarwood and amberwood on the base. So men are able to, if you have a gentleman in your life, he's actually able to wear that scent. I have a lot of men that buy that scent because of when it dries down on them, the woods pop up to the top. And what you're going to notice about our scents, because this is a gender inclusive line, what you're going to notice is all of these scents, they have, my florals are going to have some type of wood underneath it, or something like a musk, something grounding, because we want gentlemen to be able to wear it as well. Next, we're going to go with Legendary. We're going to smell Legendary. So Legendary is my all-purpose scent, and I believe we always need an all-purpose scent. So this one is going to be spicy. It's woodsy, but it's a little bit of a funny scent because it comes off a little spicier and woodier, but as it melds with your body chemistry, it becomes very beautiful. Will tell you, what do you have on? You smell so good. So it's a very interesting scent. So that one is a really lovely scent. And then Midnight Orchard. I was asked to do a gourmand. I'm just the worst. So I dragged my feet during a gourmand because for me, it has to mean something, right? And I believe that everybody is always, everyone talks about gourmands. But for me, it's like, how do we do it and still stay true to our brand, which that is unisex. So you're gonna notice a lot of my scents have spices in it because I cook with spice. I love spice. And I feel like spice always adds a little bit more depth and it adds a little bit of power to whatever the scent is. That one is such a good summertime scent. It wears so nice. Hold on to your fragrance strips because what we're gonna do is we're gonna layer with them. And then the next one is Dark Rose. So Dark Rose is an unapologetically sexy scent. It does not apologize. It is bold, it is in your face, it is an attention-getter scent. And what I love about Dark Rose is you really get to smell the dark. You have the Black Rose, which is a deeper smell, and then it has plum. So those are the top notes is plum. And what you're getting that umami, right? So plum helps your mouth to salivate. That's why sometimes when you wear it, people say that you smell yummy. And then we go into the pink peppercorn. So the pink peppercorn, again, I like spice. So we add a little bit of that spicy moment to it, and then we ground it with lambdom, and we ground it with musk. And that's very important that we ground it with those because again, it gives the floral balance. And what are you guys' thoughts so far? You have to, you know what? Even my perfume or any perfume, try to smell and strip first. See if you like it. If you like it, you always have to put it on skin. And when you put it on skin, put it on your skin and walk away. Walk, let it dry down, and once you come back, what it does is that is the true test for you. Because sometimes I smell scents and they smell amazing. I put them on my skin and it's horrible. And that's why we get scents home. A lot of people get scents home and they're like, oh, it's not what I smelled in the store. That's what it is. But any scent, I always recommend spray, walk around the store, and then let it dry down, because the dry down is actually the true essence of the fragrance. It's not the top note, it's not the heart, it is the dry down. That's what you wear for however many hours that your fragrance lasts on your body. It's the dry down. Okay, and now we're gonna start with our vanillas. This one is really nice, guys, because it's coming in store in August. It's not in store right now. But this vanilla, so this is what I call a grown-up vanilla. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to smell like a cupcake when I got places to go, right? So this one is vanilla, it has rum in it, it has sandalwood. Again, it's a very beautiful, very complex and grown up vanilla. But what's nice about it is it wears very beautifully. You get that heavy vanilla in there. And we wanted that, right? We want to be able to wear vanilla when we go to our office, when we go to our meetings and we do all the things. We want to still have that femininity, but we need to balance that femininity. And we balance it with the rum, we balance it with like the sandalwood. And these are very special to me because I literally ordered Madagascar vanilla beans. I ordered vanilla beans from Madagascar, and I had to understand what is the true essence of vanilla. What does vanilla really smell like? Taking it away from everything that is in the marketplace. So I was asked to do one vanilla, but I ended up doing two vanillas because it was just two different. One vanilla, like Vanilla Supreme, would be kind of florally, lighter, really like pretty, and then I would smell some vanilla beans and they would have depth, it would have spice, it would have all the things. And so that's what Casablanca is. Casablanca is a deeper, richer vanilla. It's vanilla with the edge. And so when you pair it with your fragrances, what's really nice about it is when you're layering, it gives it a little bit more power. With Vanilla Supreme, kind of mellows it out and it gives it a little bit balance. When you want more power, then Casablanca, it gives you that power. And what's beautiful about these, you can wear them together. These really layer really nice together, or you can wear them separate. And it's nice not just with our scents, like I was saying, it's nice when you are able to layer with other scents as well. Who's a layering girly in here? Okay, every now and then. Okay, so how do you layer? What's your layering routine?
I start with my base, would be my oil,
Okay,
and then I will go with my soft scent.
okay,
Anything that is overpowering, I will also layer that with a powdery soft scent. It don't give you that light. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It don't give you that.
I'm gonna tell you why I give her a high five, because for us, that's how I believe that layering works, right? Some people layer different. Some people layer their lighter scents, go lighter and then heavy. But my rationale is we can always add, but it's hard to take away, right? Once we put it on, in order to take away a scent, you have to literally wash it off your body. Nobody got time for that, right? So my foolproof layering way, which I've learned how to do, and this is just my way. Everybody I know, we look at fragrance talk, we look at all the things, they all layer the way that they layer, right? But for me, it's the same way. I spray my heavier scent on first. I determine which scent is a little bit heavier. I put that on first. Always 2 spritzes in the same place. 1, 2. I let it dry down. That's the key to layering. You have to let it dry down. You let it dry down. Then I come on top of it with my lighter scent, and I'll just spray 1 spritz of the lighter scent and see how it settles, right? Again, dry down. If it settles nicely, then what I do is I take that same combination and I go all over my body with it, right? But if I'm not happy with it, then I spritz again. I spritz the lighter scent on top again, and I keep spritzing until I get that ratio that I like, and then I take that combination, and that's when I go all over my body with the layering combination. I've heard some people are layering front, 1 scent in the front, 1 scent in the back. Now, I ain't got what it takes for all of that. I'm just saying, I don't know about it. But I heard this is the wave that these kids are doing right now, right? This is the thing that they're doing. For me, I like to always go in with like a little bit of a formula and a game plan. That way you control your layering. Because sometimes people layer and they won't get what it is, exactly what it is that they want on the first spray, because they didn't follow their cards. They didn't follow their recipe, right? And so write your recipes down, because again, you are the perfumer for your brand. So when you do these little layering moments, what's nice about it is get a little notebook and write it down. Like I sprayed 2 sprays of it. Like for instance, I sprayed 2 sprays of dark rose, and then I added 3 sprays of vanilla, so that you can go back to it if it was a good combination. Because you always gonna forget, right? We always forget what it was. So if it's a good combination, I always recommend you writing it down. And what I love about it too is that gives it away in the fragrance community of sharing. Because we know in the fragrance community, sharing is caring, and that's why we get a lot of people, they swap out fragrances and all of that. So why not swap out recipes? And so then now we're gonna start talking about the different layers. Okay. Are those Vanilla Supremes? Okay. So that is dark rose and Vanilla Supreme. And as you can see, and can you do a dark rose and Casablanca so they can see the difference? So the dark rose and Vanilla Supreme, it gives it a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more balance. It makes it almost neutral. So then I'm going to show you what dark rose and Casablanca smells like. So you see how dark rose with the Casablanca gives it a little bit more power. So it gives it a little bit more depth, because that one has the spices and it has the woods in it.
I didn't think I would like spicy.
You know what? That's why you have to smell everything. Because sometimes spice can be overwhelming. It can be very masculine, right? And that's the thing with us. We strive for balance in our sense. That's the thing. That's just the thing that makes us different, because I want women and men to be able to wear our scents. And sometimes if it's lightly spiced, it's like food. You got heavily spiced food that will make you run. Then you got lightly spiced food that is just really well done. All right. So then let's smell Midnight Orchard. Let's smell Midnight Orchard and Vanilla Supreme. I like this. This smell, you're gonna smell like a little creamsicle. It's a really good, I really like this without doing too much. Thank you, my love.
Midnight Orchard and
And that's what I say, it's creamy without it being too doing it too much. It made it very, very rich and very creamy. It's a very nice scent together. And it smells like summertime. It smells like summer. And then, what does it remind you of?
Oh goodness, it just brings back nostalgia. Something
Yes.
It's like a memory that I cannot pinpoint it, but yeah.
And that's why fragrances are so powerful, because it really taps into your emotional center and it taps into memories. It's extremely powerful scent. And it really taps into moods, right? It can really uplift your mood. It can make you feel powerful. It can make you feel pretty, dainty. It can convey all of these different emotions with scent. That's why I love fragrances. And the next one is gonna be Casablanca and Midnight Orchard. Because again, I want you to feel that depth that Casablanca brings. So it's pleasant, right? So where you smell like a creamsicle with the other one, now the spice and the wood brings a little bit more. It brings a little bit more power to the Midnight Orchard. And so now we're gonna smell what Casablanca and Vanilla Supreme smell like together. So you have the two vanillas. And what's really nice about it is the Casablanca really helps to give that Vanilla Supreme a little bit of a zhuzh, I like to say. Yeah, they're really good together. We got y'all. You come on up, because we want you to get complimentary. We want you to get complimentary engraved. So what are we thinking about the Vanilla Supreme and the Casablanca together? You see how it just smooths it out? It really smooths it out, and it has a moment. And that's the beautiful thing about layering, is it really gives your fragrances those moments. So now we're gonna smell Legendary and Casablanca together.
Hello, welcome to Octavia Morgan, Los Angeles. We're here in beautiful Chicagoland at Ulta Beauty on a Friday. Fantastic time that we've been here in Chicago. We're loving the crowd, we're loving the people, we love Ulta Beauty. And come on down and support Octavia Morgan, Los Angeles at your local Ulta Beauty store, online, on Amazon. Peace.
Hi guys, my name is Misha. I'm the experience manager here at the flagship Michigan Avenue location, and I have with me my amazing general manager.
Hi, my name is Kathy. You gotta come check us out here.
We love Octavia Morgan. It's been a delight to have her here as one of our Spark brands, really showcasing a lot of the natural and conscious beauty that we love to celebrate here at Ulta Beauty.
I like it. I'm really, what the notes on this one are? Vanilla bean, amber,
let's smell this.
cashmere woods. That one keeps calling my name.
But it counts the Legendary down, because that dark rose is powerful. Oh, you love dark rose? Listen, dark rose is very polarizing. Either you love it or you don't love it. And it's a moment, right? It's one of those scents that when you put it on, you know it's about to do something. Okay, we gotta watch you. You have a sexy girl moment over there. Because that's a very sexy girl moment. Level off for if you have a gentleman in your life, it's really nice to share with your gentleman, because what that scent smells like on you is not what it's gonna smell like on him, which is very nice, right? So you can buy him his whatever, and then you buy yourself your Octavia Morgan, and then you mix them together. You be like, hey, this is for you, this is for me, and then you can, you can layer it down. Thank you. Yes, that's the thing that I love about it too, is that for me, when I create these scents, it's about balance. When we look to nature, God provides everything that it is that we need. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a order to what it is that we do. So that's why our scents are very balanced. And again, I create from the standpoint of, can my partner, can he wear the same scents that I wear? And we get boggled down with woods and aquatics are for men, and gourmands and florals are for women. If you ever smelt a man, and dark rose is my #1 seller across the board for men and women, right? That dark rose on a man is so sexy. And it's so sophisticated on them because of the depth that it has underneath it. It just smells totally different. And then on us, the floral, the wood is not, the lambsdom is not gonna really pop up like that, so heavy on us. But the floral, it kind of balances itself out. And that's why we're so good. And that's why it feels so like sexy and powerful. I have a lot of customers for that. And then Midnight Orchard is another good one that is good for men, because again, it has like a wood moment underneath it, and it helps to balance it out, right? Between his scent and our scent. And another thing why I always I always put like a wood underneath it, because women, if we don't have like something heavy underneath it, like a wood or a musk, it goes powdery or sweet on us. And I don't like powdery or sweet scents on me as I'm going throughout my day. That dry down, I don't like it. So that's another tip. If you have a floral scent and you're noticing that your floral scent is going a little powdery, a little sweet, get another scent that is has like a woody base to it, or a musk, and spray that first, and then spray your floral on top of it, and it'll really curve that powdery scent. But some people like powdery scents, but it just in our body chemistry that's just what it's gonna do.
Dark rose remind me of Lakeshore Drive, 2:30 a.m. in the morning.
Come on.
Your feet on the dash.
Come on.
Men driving.
Come on.
And you just vibing to old school R&B. That's what it gives me.
Yes.
That's what it gives me.
It's very main character. And those are my 2 vanillas. That Vanilla Supreme is so good for layering, not just with my scents, but with other scents. And then that Casablanca is kind of woodsy, spicy. On the fragrance strip, it doesn't do it justice on skin. So good. It's nice meeting you, and thank you for stopping by. You gotta come in. So you know, brought a friend with you. You too. Thank you for coming. What's your name? Brandy. Hi, Brandy. I got a Brandy. My cousin's name is Brandy. Okay. How are you today? Thank you for coming. Thank you.
I sprayed it on today. I just sprayed it on every time I come in. I'm like, okay, let me, because I like to marinate on the fragrance before I buy it.
I respect
and it
that.
smells really good.
First of all, how are you going to sit over here with this mom ass makeup? Come on.
Girl,
Wait a minute. I'm over here mesmerized.
Hi, what's up, you guys? My name is Shantae. I am owner of Luxury Strand Pro Beauty, and I am here with Octavia Morgan today. We are selling some very beautiful scents today. Come on out, we're in Chicago. This is our last stop for the tour.
Right? We're gonna put only the good stuff on us as well. So really love it. So just to let you guys know, if you buy a 50 ml bottle in store today, we have a beautiful engraver here that is doing engraving right here. And also you get a tour t-shirt with Dwight and Billy has on right now. So you could get a t-shirt as well. You can, she's gonna engrave. That's with the 150 bottles, you get that. With the 10 mls, you get the engraving. Okay, so that you guys know, and thank you. So listen, round of applause for everybody, because I really am so happy that you guys came out. You guys don't even know, you guys helped me live my dream, right? This is something like, this is beyond anything that I could have imagined for our brand and what is going on. We came up the hard way. We built this brick by brick. We still sell fun to this day. And we do everything that, you know, we do a lot of stuff. We wear a lot of hats. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come and see me, to smell my fragrances and hear my spiel. Wait a minute, yes. I was excited to get to Chi-Town. Let's do it. So with La Faire, I like Vanilla Supreme with La Faire, because La Faire is very interesting. It's not a heavy floral scent, although it smells like that. It's just jasmine and saffron really are the main notes in that scent. But it's just the way that it's composed. It just makes it feel like it's like a beautiful scent. But Vanilla Supreme and La Fer, it really helps to balance the La Fer out. And that's what I'm saying. So it gave it a little bit, you see, it gave it a little bit of something.
Change my combo.
I love that. I'm going to use that next time, auto pay. You can, and we can do that. Can we do La Fer? Which one did you say? Let's do La Fer and Dark Rose. I haven't tried La Fer and Midnight Orchard, but we can try it. I'm here. This is the beautiful thing about layering. Yeah, this is the beautiful thing about it.
My thing is, I love that that's what's in now is the layering, but that's where I was like, that's another reason I wanted to come today because of the one-on-one. Because I'm the one that needs the one-on-one of what's buildable, how to complement one scent versus another, and doing all that matching.
You know what? I think that for the layering moments, you have to experiment with them because that's what we're talking about. And I'll talk to some more about it. What it is you can't be afraid to layer, but they have to be similar, not the same. Because if you don't, you're gonna smell like a bomb. Right. I'm talking about you don't remember nothing. You think you got Alzheimer's.
Right. I said my selective Alzheimer's is kicking in.
Exactly.
Remind me who that was. What we talking
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I already know. That's why I said I recommend a notebook because you're gonna get a layer, and I'm telling you, it's gonna hit hard. And you're gonna be like, I can't.
I just got a new journal, so maybe that's gonna be my fragrance journal.
I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture.
But even if you take a picture, do you know how many? Okay. I like your style. Okay, she's technology. Okay, she's into the.
I'm trying.
But yeah, that's it. Always take a note. Yes.
Well, because on the iPhone.
Yeah. And what do we think about? Okay, so what did you? This was your combination that you wanted to put together.
I like both. I had a hard time smelling the La Fer with the Midnight with the Dark Rose because she's just so in your face.
Yes.
It does smell good. I like the other one as well.
Okay, see.
This is giving rich auntie.
Yes.
See, now it gives something. So it was two different. So it's same scent, Dark Rose, but we layered it with two others, and it gave something completely different. That's another beautiful thing.
Woke up smell like money. Yes.
I like that. Okay. Next, do we have another
A good life. Okay.
Do we got another combination that we want to try? So, no, we didn't answer that. So, great question. What inspired me to start making fragrances is, maybe 12, 13 years ago, I started to develop fragrance sensitivity. So, when I would spray my fragrances, I would get nauseated, I would get headaches, right? And I couldn't understand, what was going on, and I would get little red welts. And once I started researching, I started to understand that what I was having was a reaction to whatever was in the fragrances. Because sometimes in fragrances, what they never put on the ingredients is sometimes they put fillers and binders and they put things in there to expand the fragrance, so that they can sell it, they can sell it and they don't have to use as much perfume oil. So the perfume oil in fragrance is the power. Your perfume oil is going to be what sets your fragrance apart. So sometimes people put a lower concentration of perfume oil in there, but they put fillers and binders and they put expanders in it so that it feels like you're getting more than what it is that you're getting. So once I understood that, I'm a fragrance girl. I got my first fragrance at 5 years old. All the women in my family, when they would go congregate at my grandmother's house before they went out, everybody would get dressed, and the last thing that they would spray is their fragrances. So when I would get dressed and we would go places, that I would be like, spray me. Yeah. And they got tired of me saying spray me, and they bought me my own fragrance. But that fragrance was a fragrance called Tea Rose, and that began my love affair with roses. Very inappropriate fragrance for a 5-year-old. It smelled like crushed roses. It smells like when you crush roses, you put a little alcohol in it. That's what it smelled like. But I absolutely loved it. I wanted it, so that's where we started at. So I started to after I did my research, my background was I was a registered nurse. So I had a science background. But my grandmother was a herbalist, so always grew up with her in the kitchen and all of that. So I had a working knowledge on how to work with botanicals and plant extracts. Took classes, got a mentor, put that all together, and I created Octavia Morgan. But this is the gag. I never created it to sell it. Because I had a career. We have careers. I had a great career as a nurse. I was a wife, a mother, a friend, a sister. I'm all the things to all the people. I don't want to add nothing to on my plate, and I have no ties to anybody in beauty. So very uninterested in it. But what happened was, my partner was like, you can't keep giving it away. So I would give it away. And he was like, you can't keep giving it away. But I still was like, whatever. And then he was like, make a website. So I made a website, still whatever. And what happened was, after I meditate and pray every day at 5 o'clock in the morning. This helps to ground me. This helps to center me and do all the things so I pour it back into myself. And in one of my meditations, I said, okay, God, what are we doing with this? Because what are we doing? And all I heard was take it to the streets, which is very interesting to me because my natural state is introvert. I'm an introvert. I don't want to take it to the streets. Right? You want to stay inside. I want to stay inside. Because I want to hide behind my computer, do my thing, right? But God was like, no, you're going to take it to the streets. So my brother, he was in Wines and Spirits at the time, and he did this whole pop-up. He had like this huge, really high-end pop-up, and he was like, I have a booth for you, come down. And I said, okay, I'll come down. So I sold out, right, of everything. But I still didn't care because it wasn't about the money for me. I don't know if you guys have to do it, but for me, it has to be a why. When you start something, the why has to be bigger than money. Because money, you'll get the money. Money is going to come and go as an entrepreneur. But you have to keep understanding what your why was, right? So this woman came, and she was able, at the time I had 4 fragrances and a home spray. She was able to smell everything. And she started to sob. And when she started to cry, I was like, okay, what's up with this lady? What happened? And she told me, I haven't been able to wear fragrances in 12 years. And so that was my why. That was the catalyst, because it was other people out there like us that wanted to wear fragrances. And what I've had during these in stores and just meeting people was very interesting is 1/3 of the U.S. population identifies as being fragrance sensitive. It's nothing for them. It's nothing for them that they can use. And you have to think about it. If your loved one is fragrance sensitive, you can't wear fragrance. So you may not actually have the sensitivity, but your loved one has the sensitivity. And then we don't think about pregnant women, right? Pregnant women, we're at our most sensitive when we're pregnant, and they want to wear fragrances. It's nothing out there like that for them. So we have this whole category of people that it's nothing to serve them. So when I started this, I created the first floor, and I created them during in my meditations. I get downloads. I wasn't a trained perfumer. Like I said, I was very much a novice. So what it is I would see and I would write. Each of these fragrances has a story. That's why I know the notes. I know the order. I know everything about this fragrance. They all have a story. And once the story is, I can see the whole picture. Once we get to the end and my fragrance is done, and I walk away. That fragrance is done. It's ready to go. I don't follow trends because I don't care. Not like that, but I don't care, because for me, it's about creating beauty. How am I leaving this world a better place than what I found it? That is my philosophy, right? If I can't leave it like that, then what are we doing, right? If I can't, I'm not gonna put all of that stuff in there. I mean, we can do it. I can put the stuff in there, but it's defeating the purpose on why I'm here. And another thing that keeps me going and keeps me grounded is Octavia is my first name, but Morgan is my grandmother's name. This is a legacy brand. This is actually dedicated to my grandmother because she was a woman that was ahead of her time, that didn't have the opportunities to do these things that I'm being afforded to do. So I carry her in my brand with me. So that's why it's very important that we have a lot of integrity. Now, I fight with my partner. I fight with my gentleman that helps me with these fragrances. because we go back to old-fashioned perfuming in Octavia Morgan. What we don't do is I don't do fillers, I don't do expanders, I don't do any of that. The power is in the perfume oil. We use a high concentration of perfume oil. That's why sometimes when you spray the fragrances, it'll leave a little oily cast in there. And that's because that is the power. Okay? I spent a lot of money on that. and I fight the good fight within my team for that. So we did perfume oil, alcohol, water, out the door. That's all we use. We don't use anything else. That's why your body, when you spray them, it recognizes those. It recognizes those scents. We do use what's called clean synthetics. That's why we're not vegan like that. But we use clean synthetics because sometimes it has to do with the overuse of products, right? And we want to keep the continuity. But with clean synthetics, they're not petroleum based, so they don't have any like of the nasty stuff that is in other fragrances. So that's another thing that we're always I'm always mindful of is how. And another thing is I wear every fragrance personally for 60 days before I approve it. If I don't like it, then I won't approve it. And believe me, my partner, I'll bring him up here. We've had fragrances. I had a fragrance, it's called Marine Layer. When I first smelt it, I loved it, but when we batched it, I hated it. Because it was something green and we couldn't figure out what the green was. I'm not putting out nothing I don't like. Because I gotta stand 10 toes down. I gotta say, I love this and all the things. So my mentor, we talked about it and I let it sit for 6 months. He said, let it macerate for 6 months. When that 6 months came up, it gave me a completely different scent. It gave me the scent that we first created, right? And so that's another thing. I have patience. I'm not getting forced to put out nothing. I'm not getting forced into any of that because again, that's not my why. My why is I'm doing this because again, this is a legacy brand. This is about my grandmother and how she was always a stickler for having good quality products. When we was little, in the summertime, she would take, instead of candy, we had to go get fruit. I mean, at the time I hated it. I thought it was outrageous, right? But now I understand, what it was. She was about not feeding your body, putting good things into your body. So that's the same philosophy for me. We want to put good things on your body. And another thing we don't have in Ulta, but surely we're gonna bring them out, is our body oils. If you haven't experienced our body oils, they're phenomenal. First of all, they're in glass jars. So that's very important too, because glass really helps with keeping the integrity of your body oils. If you have body oils from other brands, I would personally put them in glass. Get an amber nondescript glass bottle, get you a little label and put it in glass because it's gonna help with the integrity of your body oils and it's gonna help them last longer than putting them in plastic. Our oils, we made with five different oils. I didn't have to use 5 oils, but again, I'm excessive. So each of those oils do something different because for me, it was about is it hydrating? Is it nourishing? It not just smells good, they smell good. Our scents smell amazing. But what does it do for your body? And for me, I love to feel after I put all my stuff on, I feel my skin, I like to feel soft. I love to feel soft. And what's nice about it is it acts like another layering component. I have people that put the body oils on and then they spray the fragrance on top of it. And they're able to create that layering with the body oils. The best way to wear body oils, I don't care what anybody says, fresh out the shower. A little damp. And then it's going to really lock in. And that's the absolute best way to wear body oils.
We're going to bring it up here so I can try it, okay?
Okay, they're in the bracket. It's so good. They are. I love, and that's another thing. Like I said, 60 days. I literally sit with it for 60 days because I have to understand, is it going to perform? Is it going to do all the things that I say that it's going to do? Because everything, this is about performance too, right? You want it to last. You want it to project. We want to have all the things. Again, this is cultural to us, right? Our highest form of compliment is you smell good. Other people, they like a closer skin sense. Baby, I want you to smell me coming. I want you to smell me coming. I want you to say Octavia was here. That's what I'm interested in. And so that's another reason why our scents are a little bit bolder, because I want you to be able to have those moments when people walk by you, they be like, oh my God, you smell so good. I mean, that's a great compliment. You're walking down the street, you may have a day, and somebody be like, oh, you smell good. And you be like,
Where you going?
and people are like, oh, okay. You like, okay, it made your day, right? It made you happy, it made all the things. So that's another thing that we're on. So we're gonna pass around the body oils. And that dry down is, we don't want to be oily because we got places to be and people to see. So as we rub it in, it's very important to me that it has that dry down and it doesn't leave us oily. And then Midnight Orchard, if you guys want to try the Midnight Orchard. And so it's a little bit different, as you can tell, the scent when it's in a body oil. So we have to adjust our percentages for the body oil. And so we're gonna come back with the Vanilla Supreme. So right now we have 3. We have Dark Rose, Midnight Orchard, and we have Vanilla Supreme and body oils. And they're really nice. And you see what I'm saying? It's very hydrating, they're very nourishing, but they don't leave you oily. Yeah. So we ride our fragrances out right now. Right now they're trying to get me to get, to kind of downsize on one of the fragrances. I won't get rid of it because I like it, but it's none of these. It's another fragrance that's more like oud fragrance, which is a phenomenal fragrance. It's a really great, that fragrance is very complex and very beautiful because that's the melting of the masculine and feminine in one fragrance. And as you wear it, it continues to evolve. Maybe every like 15, 20 minutes, it'll just evolve. Summer Flora is absolutely beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful scent. So that one is the white flowers, jasmine, gardenia, lily, but it opens up very bright with a grapefruit note.
That one up quick.
It's a very beautiful white floral scent. Again, I love a white floral. Some people white florals is polarizing on people. It's, again, so good in the summertime when it's hot. Come on, we know what happens. You want that to meld into your body chemistry, right? So that's what Summer Flora does. It's really beautiful. We don't carry that in store, but it is online. And we have it in our discovery. We have a discovery set. If you want to get our discovery set on our website to discover our other scents. These are the scents that we carry in Ulta. But Octavia Morgan, I think we have like 5 other scents that are not in Ulta. We have a scent called CL. CL is an absolutely great scent. It is dedicated to my love of Carmel by the Sea in California. That's my most favoriteest place to go. But what's dope about Carmel by the Sea is you can sit on the beach and it's surrounded by redwoods. So you're smelling the salt air, but you're also smelling the woods from the redwoods, right? And so those together, but when you look up, the sky is so airy and beautiful. So that's what I wanted to reference when we created that my favorite place, which is Carmel by the Sea. Then I have a scent called Marine Layer. That one is so yachty, so good. You want your man to smell good, he in white. Get that, baby. I'm talking about shut it down. I describe it as yachty. It's one of those you out there, it's a little bit on the water. So it's like one of those scents. I absolutely love that scent as well. And we talked about oud. What am I missing? That's all of them. And we have a new fragrance that's coming out. It drops in August. That fragrance is called Room 33. Y'all, I love that fragrance so much that I changed the packaging for that fragrance. So I'm a black and white girl. This one is straight up red. It's dark oxblood red. So this is the new packaging for it. So this one right here, y'all, I'll let y'all get a preview. But this one is tuberose. And we know, again, tuberose can be very polarizing, but it has plum in there, it has vanilla, it has some sandalwood, musk. So it's very... You can't trust him, honey.
You know you're gonna put your own oxygen mask on first.
Girl, don't encourage him.
I don't have any space on my dresser for perfume.
I told you, baby. It's so different. So this one is really, I created this. She didn't get one back there.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, let's get it.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, your favorite Chicago calligrapher, Kristen Andrews, and I am the owner, founder, and CEO of Creative Blends Calligraphy Studio. And let me say, I am so thankful, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for the team to invite me to the last tour stop on Octavia Morgan's tour. I am so grateful to be here, so come on down because I am engraving on bottles. Look at the work, y'all. Look at the work. It's complimentary, so come on and join us this Saturday.
And we got an oil with it, baby. I'm telling y'all all my business. I just told y'all all my business. So this one actually is that, and it's also the scent profile to some of the scents that the women in my family wore. And I wanted that. It's like it's almost like a nostalgia scent that is very brought to new. So I like 33. That's why we put 33 on there. And going into a hotel room is meaningful for me, especially at this time in my life because I'm traveling so much. And it's about expansion and being who you want to be, right? I feel like we put ourselves. Okay, so I feel like women of color, we get put in the boxes. And I am tired of people telling me who I need to be and who I am. And I can be whatever it is that I want to be. And so that's what that is. It's about power. It's about standing in our power. It's about us standing and having all the good and beautiful things that they say that we can have.
Y'all like it? Right? August. You about to take a shot?
Go ahead. Amen, sister. Amen. Love that. We're done. We wrapped up a fantastic event. Chicago, you have been so good to me at the Ulta in-store event. Next stop, our scented hour. Stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Brandy Gowder. I'm an owner of Smiley Be Loved. I came here with my children today. I really love a Black-owned company and supporting Black-owned companies. And I wanted to try all of the perfumes today. And I ended up getting La Fere. And oh my goodness, it smells so good.
Hey, I'm Centoya Campbell. I'm from the South Suburbs. So I have Dark Rose at home. Today I bought Midnight Orchid. So really happy about it. I'm liking the mixing of the scents and the engraving, but yeah, this has been a really cool event. Be sure to follow on Instagram for more events that are coming to your city.
What fragrance did you get today?
I got is it El La Fere?
La Fere?
La Fere.
El La Fere, I heard that.
Right, like, let's make sure I say it right. Let's make sure I say it right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to Chicago. So happy to meet Octavia in person and her team. Love Black-owned businesses, so thank you.